I never thought as an apprentice welder from the Illawarra that I would ever be given the opportunity to represent my country on a world stage. In October 2011, I got that chance in London, competing in the 41st World Skills International Competition with 27 other young Australians. Over 4 days, we each took on the world's best in our chosen skill or trade. We didn't realise that these would turn out to be 4 of the toughest days of our lives. My name is Guy Brooks, and I'm a member of the 2011 Team Australia Skillaroos. And this is our story.
World Skills Australia is an organisation that was established around about 30 years ago, and it was established with its prime program to run, coordinate, operate skills programs for apprentices and trainees.
It is so inspirational to see not only the organisation working out so perfectly, but just the young people from around the planet gathering under one roof and highlighting the excellence of skills.
By putting on the skill competitions, we hope to raise the profile, the status, the awareness of those opportunities that are available via a vocational education and training pathway.
What a fantastic event. I'm very impressed with the way they've done it here. Hundreds of thousands of people, and what a great advert for skills. And we're all, shouting for the Skillaroos.
Competitors start at a regional or a local level in one of 29 local areas around Australia. They will compete over eight hours over a single day. The winners of those competitions then have the opportunity to progress to a national competition. The successful national competitors can then compete at an international level.
Australia's always been about engaging in competition and being as good as it can be, whatever discipline, a sport, and World Skills brings together all those qualities that make Australia unique, I think, in the world stage. World Skills really does make a great point of encouraging excellence, which is fantastic.
Guys, ever since he's been little, he's been determined. Everything he's done really well, and he decided that he wanted to become a welder.
At TAFE, they suggested I go in this competition called World Skills, where they were holding the regionals at my TAFE. So I thought I'd give it a go.
He did a work experience at K&R Fabrication, and he said to me, "I want to work there, Mum."
I'm Guy's girlfriend. We met doing World Skills. I was in the Nationals with him and came fourth.
We've actually been training probably 3 to 4 times a week, and after work, after hours, in our own hours, and not only just us, but the people that have put in time for us as well.
For him to be going to London as well, that's really good.
We're very proud of him and always have been, not only when he done the World Skills, but all the time.
With him training a lot, it's been hard because he's away from home.
Training has taken a fair bit out of my social life, but I tell myself it'll be worth it in the end, hopefully.
Hopefully you'll get gold, woohoo!
Guy's been with us for 6.5 years. He came straight here from school as an apprentice. He's been a model employee. They've given up a lot, a lot of party time and had some fun times along the way, but it's all coming to fruition. Another only 3 weeks to go, and that's the big day. It's a massive boost for your career, depending on which way you want to branch out. I hope that all the hours that they've put in the training and the hard yards comes to fruition and pays off for them. I'm sure that you can only do your best, and I'm sure they both will.
Alexis, as a small child, always wanted to be a hairdresser, and because it is a huge following in our family, I'm the only one that's not a hairdresser, but I'm a partner in our business. I'm very proud of Alexis in what she's achieved in World Skills, and because it takes a great deal of dedication.
The opportunities that come out of it is amazing, just being able to go to London and everything like that, and travelling to Sydney and other states.
I am extremely proud of Alexis, and she deserves everything that she gets. She trains extremely hard.
You give up so much of your life, but at the end of the day it's 1 year and an experience that will last forever. So it's worth
She
it.
puts in everything, all her time, effort and compassion.
To go to London, it is overwhelming. She'll do her utmost best. I think she has a very good chance. The community is so behind her, and it's just awesome just to have put Donnybrook on the map.
Actually, everybody in our family would be extremely proud. My parents would be over the moon, you know, just delighted. It would be, I just think all of us extremely proud, yeah. And I really wish her everything in the world.
What really stands Australia out is its competitive advantage. Skills development empowers the individual because it opens up so many more opportunities for them, but it also makes a more productive nation. I wish you every success. I know that you'll do your country proud, enjoy the experience, and make sure that you put to best advantage everything that you learn from it.
Your job is not just to go over there and kick some butt on behalf of Australia, but to be an inspiration to everybody else in this country about getting the kinds of skills that you've got clearly in abundance. Please go over there and do Australia proud, but go over there, have a great time, and let this be one of the great experiences of your life.
28 of Australia's best trade and skilled technicians will board a plane in just over 24 hours' time to take on the world at the 41st World Skills Competition. They have virtually put their lives on hold as they have trained and prepared for this competition. I believe that there is no better way to raise awareness than to promote real role models such as the Skillaroos here today. To the Skillaroos, I know everyone here will join with me in wishing you the best. You all deserve the accolades for your dedication and your pursuit of a higher level of skills excellence. No matter what happens in London, you will all return to your workplaces where your skill will encourage others and your success will demonstrate to others just what is possible. And indeed, you are the future upon which the productivity of Australia is based.
Everyone's just looking for that little bit of something just to get them through to Christmas and into the new year. And I am just another weary Christopher Columbus. I'm sailing this blue ocean with my head held high. And all these currents are leading me astray, taking me away from the places that I'm seeking. And all these currents are leading me astray, 'cause I am just a drop amongst the waves we're making.
The real purpose of bringing the team here, I guess there's two purposes. One, we wanted to come away for a couple of days beforehand just to get acclimatised. We've jumped off the plane. And the second part, and I think probably from my perspective the most important part, was to give all of them a sense of some history about Australia, seeing what the young men who fought here in the First World War went through, the conditions that they had to put up with, I guess the bonds that they formed with their fellow soldiers, their mates. Hopefully that will lead to these guys becoming a little bit closer. So it's a bit of a team building experience too. And hopefully when things get rough for them during the 4 days of competition that's coming up soon, maybe they can remember Villas and remember just how tough it was for these guys during the war and think, hey, they put up with a lot, maybe I can just put up with this little inconvenience and soldier on.
Being at the cemetery makes it makes it feel a lot more important. It's good to see the effort that the people go to remember all these people that have fought. It makes it a bit more realistic now to represent our country.
It makes us feel very good about it and achieve what we've achieved and what some people have put on the line just to represent Australia as well.
They did so much more and it feels like we're not as worthy as them because to wear the Australian flag.
Gives you a lot of respect for everyone else back in Australia, the older people.
It just makes you just really thankful for what people do.
It makes me really proud to be able to represent Australia because these people have put their lives on the line for us.
These guys were representing their country and like we're representing our country, but this is a whole different level.
「
We're getting back on the bus and we're going back into Paris, and we're really privileged actually. We've been able to get a visit with the High Commissioner for Australia here in France. I hope it does reinforce to them that, you know, they are important.
It's a great pleasure to invite the Skillaroos to the residence today. I mean, they do a great job, they're in a great competition, they're in a great area of the economy, and a great privilege actually to welcome them to the residence. Each of them has got a tremendous task in front of them. I understand 22 hours over 4 days, which is really tough work, tough going, but they're obviously dedicated, committed young people, tremendous to see, and I wish them the best of luck.
Definitely brings home how important this competition is, and, you know, the support that we have. You know, we're in Paris and the Australian Embassy is, you know, backing us and inviting us to, you know, this beautiful place. Something that I never thought that I'd ever have the opportunity to ever do, and so, you know, with World Skills giving us that opportunity, I think it's just boosted our confidence.
We've all just realised that now it's only like a matter of days away and it's finally here. We're in another country where it's here, what we've been training for. We've been training for a good year now and we've put in a lot of time and effort, and this is where it's all going to come to play. It's really nerve-wracking, but I'm sure we all want to get into it. I want to get into it.
One of the highlights would be, you know, the people that you meet. They're from all over the world, all over the state, all over the country, and they all come together for this one particular reason and competition, and, you know, to be the best they can be, and to reach a higher skill level, and everyone puts in such an effort, the experts, the organisers and everything like that, and not only the competitors. We've finally got to the Excel Centre, and it is insanely big. It's huge. We're just looking over and there's all these buses and big red buses, which is one of the things I wanted to do when first thing I got to London, is wanted to get on a double-decker bus, and we're all going on them, so it's, yeah, pretty exciting.
Just to visit all these places has just been a great experience. It's all part of the journey really. It's not, even though most of the focus is on the actual competition, it just goes to show that it's not actually just about the competition in the 4 days, but it's a journey that goes with it. The mates we've made, the people we've met, the embassies we've visited, the places we've been, it's just all been such, really, it's been a life-changing experience. Even if I don't come away with a medal, it's been such a good journey, and the people I've met, the friends I've made, they'll stick with me forever.
Welcome to World Skills London 2011.
This is what we generally just call a welcome reception type activity. Really, it's quite an informal activity, and where the young people just come here largely to just mix and mingle. One of the main outcomes I look for tonight is that our young people can hunt around through all this mad mass of people and read the tags and so on, and work out who are their competitors. And really, it's a little icebreaker. Hopefully, of course, these people will form some networks and friendships that are lasting.
At the moment, I'm just going around to all the different countries, and we're exchanging these pins here. And so we're collecting pins, and that's been quite interesting, for some countries are quite big and just a language barrier. These are the pins I'm giving out to competitors, and they give me pins as well. So I have about 24 competitors in my category.
One of the things that we try and prepare people against is a sort of a culture shock, or to walk in and be sort of dwarfed or in awe of the competition or other competitors.
We're off to One School, One Country, which means the Australian team and all the other teams that are here are going to go and visit a primary school in the area. The whole idea of it is they all get treated like rock stars. All the young students have done a little bit of a study on each of them, discovered about where they live, their trade areas, what have you. So it's educational for the school, but it's also, you know, a little bit of a rock star moment for the competitors.
Before today, we'd heard about this One School, One Country program. We were told about it, but you don't really know what to expect until I actually got there. It was crazy. We were treated like rock stars. These kids had learned about us.
The school kids were cheering and screaming out our names, and it was Like We're All Rock Stars just brings home how big this competition is, not only in Australia but on a global level.
It was kind of a confidence booster because, I mean, these little kids from across the other side of the world, they know about you, and that's like a pretty big thing. And it was just amazing. They were so interested. They knew all about welding, and they were asking me about it, and they were just, you know, they were young. They were all so amazed. I was telling them about metal and melting and flames and stuff, and they were all just blowing out, and it was it was good. Who knows, maybe one day they might want to become a Boilermaker or a welder. Maybe they can do what I've done, hopefully.
Give it to the electrician. Last one.
There you are.
Thank
At the moment, we just bring some AFL balls, so we're going to go have a kick at the park.
That experience was so humbling, and knowing that we'd made a difference with them wanting to go into skills and apprenticeships.
It's all sort of very overwhelming.
Welcome to London. Welcome to London. Hello, Team Australia. Welcome to Sheringham, Australian people.
The Skillaroos have been invited to the Australian High Commission to wish them luck on the upcoming competition, the World Skills competition that's being undertaken in London.
It's just a really big honour. I don't think many people really get the opportunity to do this, to do what I've done and visit these embassies and just be welcomed in.
It definitely makes us feel so important to be here and to be on the Skillaroo team and be invited to these beautiful places.
I'd like to wish the Skillaroos the best of luck in the forthcoming 4-day competition.
Just to have that support from home is such a special thing. It was just, yeah, it's just amazing feeling to have home with you.
Walking out on that stage in front of all those people, it was just an amazing feeling. It was actually a really nerve-wracking feeling, sort of. I've never really done anything on that scale before, and sort of you felt, I've said it before, but like a rock star. Like we were there, and I'd look over to the left and there was the Team Australia supporters section.
It's such a proud moment to be representing Australia with all eyes on us and the Australian flag. It makes us feel like superstars.
In the name of all competitors, I promise to compete fairly, respecting and abiding by the established rules in the true spirit of World Skills.
Reading a book at the moment. It's about guys who climb Everest, and I guess the journey that you guys have been on is a bit like an Everest expedition, and now you're about to push off for the summit. You're not going to get there today, but you're going to give it a good hard crack so that it'll stand you in good stead for when you do make the summit push on day 4. You've got so much support behind you. Everyone back home in Australia is behind you. Day 1 of competition, it's underway, and I think there's a real sense of relief amongst the team actually, because for a long time now, probably for about 18 months, they've been building up to this day, and it's been over a week since we left Australia. And while we've had some great experiences in France and also here in London, you could really sense that they just wanted to get in and get started.
It's really, really good to get started, and
get your head in the zone and just try and pump out work that you're happy with. The rest of the day I got a little bit of work ahead and I'm just going to try and keep focused and get it all done at a good level.
It's amazing just the focus that they have. I can't appreciate how there can be all these people, the sights, the sounds, the noises, and yet you can stand there in front of them and they wouldn't even know that you're there. That's how focused they are. And hopefully it's that sort of focus, that sort of determination that's really going to stand them in good stead over the coming days.
I was feeling good at the start of the project and right through until about the last half an hour when I started looking at what I hadn't done. There's no use thinking about that now. That's what's done is done, so really just got to move on. I got a separate project starting after lunch, so hopefully I can pull it back and just stay focused, like trying not to let the bad start get to me. I'm pretty confident about the next section, so I should be okay.
I've been told a few times if I make a mistake or I get stuck on something, move on another piece, just to refresh my memory, or stop and count to 5 in your head and have a look at it and start again. But I haven't needed that so far, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, obviously the venue's pretty big. Like I've never been to something like an exhibition centre this large. The people and the nerves and that sort of thing sort of haven't really hit me at all today, which I kind of find really strange.
The whole experience has been pretty amazing. The crowds are huge with a lot of school children, so I've got a blow up kangaroo at my workstation and they really love that, but it can be a bit distracting to me. I had a stressful moment today where just the task I had to do, I thought it would be much quicker. I feel I've definitely got the skills I need, but they really push us as much as they can, so that's been quite interesting so far into day 1, so we'll see how it goes into days 2 and 3.
In relation to other competitors, I'm trying not to look because I'd rather just stick to my job plan and just go with what I know. If you look at other competitors, you can get a bit distracted and think that they're ahead and start to freak out. There's been a few minor little hiccups, but they can be resolved pretty easily.
Actually had time to spare at the end of it, but I'm pretty happy with where I stand at the moment. Yeah, looking forward to a really good sleep tonight and get up nice and early and start fresh.
Just the opportunity to represent your country in anything really is a great honour. That's more opportunities to further my skills. After this, even if I win it, I haven't got any plans. I'm going to go back to K&R, the place where I work, and just see what happens there. We're all becoming really close. We're really close by now. We've all shed tears and laughs and everything together.
So today is day 2. Yesterday we went through gel nails with nail art and our body treatment.
The competition's been really good so far. Come in, it's a lot bigger than I expected.
I had a bit of a problem with my model in my brow wax. The hairs were just too short and I couldn't get them, which is frustrating, but you get that. I tried to put my hand up and notify them, but the language barrier, they didn't really understand me, so I just had to power through and do the best that I could do, and hopefully they'll take that into advantage. So.
Started off on the first day, a bit of nerves, but come on strong about an hour into it. The nerves are calmed and everything's going really good. All my plates come out right and really happy with it so far.
I haven't worried about the crowd at all, really. No. Like, there was no one here, and then turned around later on and there was people everywhere. I didn't even realise they came, so yeah, it hasn't worried me at all.
Welding set out pretty good. They're fairly short days, like 5 to 6 hour days, which when I've been training for it, I've been doing 8 hour days.
Just being here now, how big the event is, and never thought I'd be here when I first started my apprenticeship. And now I'm here and it's great.
I'm not as stressed as when I did the national competition in Australia in Brisbane. So I don't know if that's something that with all the preparation and training I've been doing has made me feel like that. But yeah, I'm a lot more calm.
I think I'm running pretty well, but 2 more days.
Imagine winning overnight, but right now I just got to try and get it done before I start thinking about anything.
It's been really good, really good. Seeing all the other teams especially, they've all got team chants and stuff, and sort of New Zealand team did a haka to us, so that's really cool. And just the camaraderie, we're all pretty close now, the whole team. We sit down, have a debrief, and everyone shares their thoughts. Some people have a bit of a cry, some people had good days, bad days.
If you had a bad day, you didn't feel so bad because someone else did, or you had a great day, you felt really happy.
Being with the team is really good. Like we get back at night, have dinner together and talk to a few fellas about a few bits and pieces if we needed to.
They could hear it, I'm sure. Hey, Colin. Craig in here somewhere? Here. Where's Celie?
Settle down, settle down.
So how was your day?
Ended up getting the unit running but didn't get a commission, so that's not going to be so good. Got the split system in the morning and then maybe fault finding in the afternoon.
The cold sort of knocking me around a little bit, not really affecting my performance, just a bit of a hindrance, but no, we're still on schedule. I've drawn up the hardest part of it and got it laser cut out, and it all seems spot on.
Kai?
Coming up to lunch, I was starting to run out of time, so I started rushing a little bit, and overall still come out alright.
I found a screw on the floor that fell out of one of my tables, and I showed a judge, and then he went up to my table after I'd already set it and sort of shook it to see, and therefore my cutlery moved. So that sucked, but then my service was good, and then second service was alright.
I had a productive day. I got lots done. Still lots to do, but I think I'm on track. I know a lot of guys have a lot more to do.
I was happy with all my stuff today. I was happy with my day style, and my colour came out how I wanted it.
At the moment, we're on day 3. We're going pretty good. Probably in line with our timeline. Just got a few hard yards this afternoon. Hopefully get a few plants in.
I can't believe it's day 3 already, and we've been overseas for so long now, and every day we're just waiting to start. And now that I've only got 3 items left for the whole rest of the competition.
So far it's been pretty good, but every now and then you're working on something and then all of a sudden something goes wrong. And today I was doing something and the solder flowed too much, so I'm just trying to clean it up now. So after lunch I got half an hour and is to 20 minutes I'm dividing up to finish cleaning it off and then 10 to complete the piece.
Yesterday I did the hanging arrangement, and I did a wreath, and I've done a cut flower arrangement. I've done the jewellery piece as well. So, and I just finished the bridal.
Everything sort of revolves around the competition. At the end of the day, it's just about doing the job.
We've got quite a bit of support, and yeah, you do need the support. I mean, it's boosted us.
It's nice when I see some Aussies come past, and you know you've got that support. It's nice.
Mum and Dad came over. They're here. I've seen them a couple of times. But yeah, missing a girlfriend and a little boy. Missing them a bit. It's a bit hard to leave him, but I knew he'd be all right though. He's still with Mum and that. So.
I reckon we got a chance of getting the gold medal for sure.
I'm just happy to be here, to be honest.
Yesterday I did my my cabinet install, so I installed refrigeration in a cabinet. Fortunately didn't do as well as I wanted to on that, but probably on par with most of the other competitors.
The competition's been good so far. The competitors are very high quality work. It seems fairly stressful for a lot of people there, so this is where the practice really counts.
If I won a medal, it would be exhilarating regardless of what colour it was. The effort that's gone in to be rewarded with a medal would just be amazing.
I think the team's working together well and yeah, supporting each other.
Past 3 days been very difficult. Pressure's been on.
and there's a lot of bricks to still go in, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow to get it finished.
If I made a little stuff up, I had to decide whether to fix it or not because I just wanted to get it done. So yeah, and there is a couple little stuff ups, but hopefully the judges don't see it. My aim is just to do my personal best, and so far I've been doing that, so I'm pretty happy how I've been going. I had a few little stuff ups here and there, but it happens and I just got to live with it, but pretty happy really. I'd like to think I could get the gold medal, but that just makes me too nervous.
We had to design an Oscars-inspired skirt, and we were given like a big box of fabrics, and we had to pattern make it, design it, and cut it all up and make it. When it's all over, I'll be disappointed that the experience is finished, but really excited and really proud of myself and what I've achieved, because I have no regrets so far, and I hope it stays that way.
I don't think I'm anywhere near a medal chance, but if it pops up, that'll be great. So yeah.
It's the end of the third day now, and feeling pretty exhausted. Got some pretty sore feet, so hopefully an early bed tonight.
I'm pretty happy with how I've been going. The standard is so high. I've got my mum, dad, auntie, uncle and my boyfriend all here to support me, so it's pretty amazing having them here. It's amazing like going to Paris and being in London. This is my first time being in London, so yeah, it's you have to pinch yourself. I think every time I wake up I still think I'm at home. Everyone on the team gets along really well, and it feels like you've known them for years, and I think the friendships are really good, and you feel like you can tell them anything.
My blurry eyes look at the trees. They took my watch and they stole my keys. Some people just do as they please. I hope I never catch that disease. And I'll escape toward the open seas. Leave my chances to the ocean breeze. Awake at night, in bed I freeze, with photographs and histories. And I'll wait for you on both my knees. The tidal waves and killer bees, I'll fight them all and I'll win with ease. To hold on to these memories. No more wasting opportunity. Straighten out all of my priorities. Like a dog that just can't shake its fleas, I'll fight against my maladies. And they say that good things come in threes. Well, I've never kept track of inventories. And I'll think of you in February's, when I flick back through old diaries. And I'll wait for you on both my knees. Tidal waves and killer bees, I'll fight them all and I'll win with ease. Hold on to these memories. I never listen to my contemporaries. I want major chords, I want harmonies. But all I'm hearing are these zombies. It's all brains and no apologies. And I'll wait for you on both my knees. The tidal waves and killer bees, I'll fight them all and I'll win with ease. So hold on to these memories. Just to hold on to these memories. Just to hold on to these memories. Just to hold on to
I think we all know that we've done all that we could, trained as hard as we can and competed to the best of our abilities. So, you know, whatever happens tonight, a medal or no medal, you know, we're all winners, and it's great to have us all there supporting one another, and, you know, just this whole spirit of all the countries coming together again and waiting and sitting there. And
I'm not sure how I done. I think I'm confident that I've done the best I can, which is all I really want to do, but I'm hoping it's enough for a medal.
At the end of the day, I'm happy with how I went, and win or lose, I've had the best time ever.
Got joint bronze medal winners, so let's see who's picking those up. Our first bronze medal winner is from Australia. It's Alexis Scott.
I just won a silver in my category welding.
I just got the bronze medal. It's very exciting.
Oh, amazing, amazing, all the noise, all the crowd.
It's upsetting as well, like I'm going to miss everyone.
That's it, done. How good.
Everyone's just looking for that little bit of something just to get them through to Christmas and into the new year. And I am just another weary Christopher Columbus. I'm sailing this blue ocean with my head held high. And all these currents are leading me astray, taking me away from the places that I'm seeking. And all these currents are leading me astray, 'cause I am just a drop amongst the waves we're making. Drop amongst the waves we're making. And every now and then I stop and think about the future, and I listen very closely for a slice of reason. It's hidden in my headphones, and if I turn them up loud enough I can hear all the ugliness and beauty inside. And all those lyrics were lying anyway. The sinking ships were safely moored in Botany Bay. And all those lyrics were lying anyway. The city lights faded when the morning came. Oh, and I don't know where you are from, but my God, I would like to know. And I don't know where you are from, but my God, I would like to know.
I'm home now, 3 months later, finally. After the competition, it was a big relief, really.
It feels surreal. You know, we've been back in Australia for 3 months now, and it goes so quickly, and it feels like a memory that was a year ago.
Definitely tell the people to get into World Skills. Like the things I've done, the opportunities I've had, it's just amazing. It's a very big chapter in my life. I think it'll be one of the best things it is the best thing I've ever done. I think it might be one of the best things I ever will do in my life.
It's such an amazing organisation, and the opportunities that come out of World Skills are incredible.